at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a give, right side. Hawkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On second down now, it's Hawkins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. That's out to the flat for Akers. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. He can't get him down, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look right.
And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Newton throwing again. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Watch 30
Back to throw, Newton. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They fake the give. Newton. Flushed out right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Newton eluding the pressure right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. They'll run here with Akers. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Cam Akers, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And running with power here. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Newton. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Play action. It's Newton. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Newton to throw. Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the... Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
One of the better defensive linemen in the league, can be absolutely dominant at times. Chris Jones has been a Pro Bowler each of the last 2 years. In 2020, just 7.5 sacks. But he did have a career high, 15.5, just 3 seasons ago in 2018. He and Frank Clark provide excellent pressure against opposing quarterbacks.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, here's Newton. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Steps away to his left. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. From just shy of midfield, Newton. Looking sideline, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Great. Mike Spoke. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Newton now to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Cam looking to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Three quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. Where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Looking left sideline, incomplete. De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Here's Newton. Looking downfield for Kelsey.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
20. Check. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 44.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mays used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Hawkins, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Finding Kelsey.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Cam to throw.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer.
Mahomes.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
81 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing is Newton.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mahomes. Into the hands of Pringle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown,
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
they've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense. In overtime to put him in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Butker's kick here is good. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. Now Newton with his first throw in OT. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you